welcome ladies and gentlemen, call me the Dream Believer, because that's who I am, and finally, and as promised. Alright, enough of the dancing stuff. I turned the music volume a little bit down, because I don't think that you will be hearing me that well if the music is so crazy loud. I guess this should be enough. Let's get right into the game. Hey! By the way, I'm not the best in reading, and you know English isn't my first language, but I try my best. I hope you will still be able to enjoy it as I do. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obviously oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. Good to know. Sayori, okay. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. You know that? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she is going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dream Believe.
I just call myself Dream, okay? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Oh boy.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled, with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Dream, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she is going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, it's just like we do, you know, it's an anime and it's an anime game, it's just 2 in 1, it's just perfectly fits. I had to wear them. I have to wear them.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know.
Oh, sorry, that's not the voice. The voice is...
And I know you're happy now, but I would die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you will try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Hey!
I can't keep this voice. Well, never mind. I tried. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I would catch you up. I would catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you are even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought,
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah!
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literary club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told your club yesterday I would bring...
Oh, I kind of told the
club yesterday I would bring a new member. And that's Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
I'm rarely playing games I'm rarely playing reading games, but I saw them I saw it from PewDiePie. I saw this a little bit from PewDiePie and I was so amazed by this game. It was so fun it was so fun to watch, and it is even more fun to play it. And today marks the day I sold my soul for a dejectedly follow Sayori across the school, and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Girl 1. What are those names? Sayori always says nice things. Sorry.
Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Dream Belief, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I mean, bro, they are anime girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry?
Natsuki,
The girl with the sore attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year A-man. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Just ignore her. Then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest at the club.
No, don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, I think is right, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Dream. The jump out of nowhere, this position. Wait, I can... No. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically complete out of my league. Bro, don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, hold on. So there we go. So having her smile at me is so genuinely feels... at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Dream. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? I like tea. Woman that making tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a... I didn't read everything. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rabbit tray and Yuri opens the closed. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What is that? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look little like cats. Come on, give me some of these. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I'll follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't heard this somewhere before.
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But no, for you know, you tell me.
Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permissions. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that you... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. And she's like, oh. So, what made you consider the Literator Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literator Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for you, for everyone. Sorry, it's just my brain is working on itself. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of this politics around the major clubs. It feels nothing like but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature club, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard, man. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
I know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Dream, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering it that way. Manga! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, fantasy deep complex. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timed since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. So bad, man. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected it, Yuri. For someone as gently as you. I guess I could say that. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hated horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as good as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's she's like those hardcore. She's like like one of the Powerpuff Girls. She's a little bit like Buttercup, you know, the green one that is always ready to knock you out if it shall be the case. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You won't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to own self. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. She always kicks me off with this. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
She's always ready. She's always so kindly and so friendly. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dream? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, that's my jam, man. Sorry. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh, Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, that's dangerous. Man, that's dangerous. Don't mess with four girls, especially not when they're cute and they are smart. That's dangerous, man. That's dangerous. But I'm sorry. I thought. Dream. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls, as I said. I'm supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literator Club. What if I want the girls' eyes light up?
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did carry me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literator Club. Oh, thank you. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, member, tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dream, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Dream, since we're already here, do you want me to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Will I? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Oh, do we really have to write a poem? Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most? My back. Oh wait, there isn't Monica. There is Sayori, there's Natsuki, and there's Yuri. Yuri seemed like she really cares about me. Sayori is like, she's just, I don't know, she's like, she have some glasses on or so, and Natsuki is like, don't touch me. You know. Well, let's see. Let's go for Yuri. What you think? I'm not sure. Disoriented. What if we go for? Okay. Ah, okay. Journey, okay. But she said fantasy and deep meaning, right? Fantasy world, deep meaning, something like that. Stars. I knew it. Okay, then Destiny? Ah, damn. Universe. Unrestrained anxiety. Also her, okay. Wonderful. Not depression until like memories. Okay. Doki Doki. Okay, that was the best one. Doki Doki, okay. Comfort. Ah, okay. Wrinkler? What? Scar, crime, cage. What? I want Yuri. What if we go for? It's really her? What? Okay. But that's negative. So does it mean if we go for hopeless? Huh? But vacation? What? Adventure? What? Yes. Okay, the last one. Daydream? Oh, no. I guess it's like 50-50 about Yuri and Sayori. Hi again, Dream. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dream. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Ah, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. Unless you do. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Yeah, I just said it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps
her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds her stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Dream always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? Oh, she's like... I might be a little jealous. Oh, she just said it.
How come you and Dream can become good friends too?
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. What? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Oh, I thought that was sorry. I'm so used to it already. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this book, definitely. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Space? I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to copy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired today to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. From my point of view, those clubs are pretty cool. I mean, in my school, when I was going to school, we didn't have something like that. Pretty cool. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem. Oh,
That doesn't solve the problem though.
what do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a little nature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know?
And after they come,
we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
what's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Food. Wait. Food. Does it mean yummy yummy? To eat something yummy yummy? Because, no, it would be with the T. Or with the D. I guess, well, if it's eating.
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Oh yeah, it's about food, okay. Yummy. Oh, that's always a good idea.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
She's Cupcakes. It is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but there lies unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it will be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Hey, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This is a napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Oh.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika is over here.
It's true though.
Yeah, it's true. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's pretty kindly. I mean, that's pretty sweet from her. She's really like a wife, you know, watching for you and caring about you. I mean, that's amazing about her. But if it's later, talking about it later.
It's what are the best.
That's the That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day. That's not fair.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori. It's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glanced around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it up. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. I mean, let me... Hold on. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Oh, wait, I tried to wipe off this stain with my fingers.
But nobody will ever notice that.
Of course they will. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh man, he's like, very honest. That's cool. That's good.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you will thank me later. I'll start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Excuse me? Once you see how much better it looks, you will change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? He's like, why is this so... Oh. Why is this so hard? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. I'm so sorry about that. Don't judge me about that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't. I'm just... Does this thing even fit you properly?
I did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever button it up, if you ever buttoned it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Oh, that was me. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Oh, it's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So
if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh?
I didn't
say anything embarrassing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going on to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe I should come wake me up in this morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Huh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Rebelieve. I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is one wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from here I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. There wasn't a dab, that was just like, yeah, okay, just who would I show my poem for? So who we go first? Yuri bought us a book. Like, she made us a good gift, okay? It is a good gift. It is a gift in many point of views. Let's go for Yuri first then. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first writing poem, right?
Yeah.
Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yui buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. The stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit based though.
Based? How? Or biased, however.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The 10... I can't read this. Click outside foam area to continue. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining. This is an R. Okay. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. So the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by seeking blue-green of the future. I'm sorry. I don't know what this word is. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present. But living in the past, the light flickers, are flicked back. The light flickers are flickered back. It's interesting. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. This is interesting. It is good. I think it's good. Okay. I'm sorry. I have so much terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking at all. I mean, she has really a nice handwriting, but I just couldn't read this one word. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dream. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul. Putting it that way, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I will have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. She's pretty kind. She's pretty sweet. She was talking about Natsuki. I'm excited what Natsuki has for us. It's like Baraka. Huh?
Well, that's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastiness.
Damn, Smith!
She's so fun, man.
She's like, damn, Smith!
She's so ready. I mean, she's so ready. I'll pass.
So,
Well,
but anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you will like it.
eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's interesting.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from your youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud of them, then I won't take that away from her. So wait, how old are they? So we go for Sayori as last, I think.
Hi Dream. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until more settled and...
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ah! Don't worry, Dream. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You're sure you're not reading into it too much?
Haha, it could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy the sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own.
And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit, but either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I would love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I'll see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole and wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckles protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel behind. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. I wasn't too bright. I was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinity choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. That's how it goes. That's interesting. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixed on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen the same spot for too long, you will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So the last one is Sayori. Let's go for Sayori.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Dream.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori.
You
must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a dream poem. And That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's just like I said before, Dream. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my... oh, fuck. No, oh, sorry. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all. And all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem, right? Don't worry, you're really bad at this.
Well, we will see about that. So, let's see.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day?
This is so much fun.
I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad.
I won't break. Okay, this is so good. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write it?
No! Just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was bad. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Oh, that's the best answer that you are getting from a girl. What you were doing?
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad.
Damn, that's amazing. It's bad to skip breakfast.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But next
time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Well, I'm gonna save this right now here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was so much fun. I really liked this game, damn. But for now, it's not horror. I'm excited for what's coming in this game. Man, it's so amazing. This is so much fun. I mean, for real. Oh wait, I'll say it just in case. Yeah, if you want to see more of this or something like that, how about subscribe and don't leave anything out. And looking forward for more of these, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and also remember, dreams come true, so what should I do? Just believe in you.